us discuss about the structure and shape of dicobalt octacarbonyl. So this is dicobalt octacarbonyl. It exists in two isomeric forms. The first is Bridget structure and the second is non-Bridget structure. Okay, so firstly we have to study the Bridget structure of dicobalt octacarbonyl. So Bridget structure, cobalt, its atomic number is 27. Okay, so the electronic configuration can be written as organ 3d7 4s2. Now this is the ground state electronic configuration of cobalt. So 3d7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 4s2 and 4p 0. Okay, so in the excited state the rearrangement of electrons takes place. That means one electron from 4s orbital rearranged in 3d orbital, giving rise to 3 paired electrons and 2 single electrons. Now the two 3d orbitals having single electron and one 4s orbital and 4p orbital, all these 2 3d, 1 4s and 3 4p orbitals intermix and merge together, giving rise to D2sp3 hybridization. So cobalt in the excited state undergoes D2sp3 hybridization, and this is the same for two cobalt atoms. So in this dicobalt octacarbonyl we have two cobalt atoms, cobalt 1 and cobalt 2. So this is the excited state configuration for the two cobalt atoms. And in the excited state cobalt undergoes D2sp3 hybridization. So both the cobalt atoms undergoes D2sp3 hybridization. So out of the 8 carbonyl groups, 3 of them to first cobalt atom and another 3 to second cobalt atom, they donate the lone pair of electrons to this empty D2sp3 hybrid orbitals and forms a dative bond. Okay, so and these 3 carbonyls and these 3 carbonyls are termed as terminal carbonyl groups. So terminal carbonyls. Okay, so and the other 2 carbonyls, so which are known as Bridget carbonyls. So Bridget carbonyls, they donate their electron pairs, or they share their electron pairs with the both cobalt atoms, so that one electron goes here and the other electron goes here and the remaining electrons comes here, like this. Okay, so in this way these Bridget carbonyls, they share their electron pairs with the 2 cobalt atoms, that is cobalt 1 and cobalt 2. And here we are left with the first D2sp3 hybrid orbital with single electron pair, and these two gets paired up, giving rise to cobalt cobalt metal metal bond, cobalt cobalt metal metal bond. Okay, so we have one metal metal bond in dicobalt octacarbonyl, and we have 6 total, 3 plus 3 terminal carbonyls and 2 Bridget carbonyls in the Bridget form of dicobalt octacarbonyl. So this Bridget form shows D2sp3 hybridization, and it consists of 6 terminal carbonyl groups and 2 Bridget carbonyls, and as all the electrons present in these orbitals are paired up, it is diamagnetic in nature. Okay, so this is diamagnetic in nature. So the Bridget form of dicobalt octacarbonyl is diamagnetic in nature. which is showing D2sp3 hybridization with 6 terminal carbonyls and 2 bridged carbonyls. Okay, now I draw the structure of bridged form of dicobalt octacarbonyl. So this is the structure of bridged form of dicobalt octacarbonyl. So here 2 cobalt atoms, in between one metal bond is present, and here we can see 2 bridged carbonyls between the connecting these 2 cobalt atoms, and each cobalt atom is connected with 3 terminal carbonyl groups. So this is non-bridged form, second one. So here we have 2 cobalt atoms. The difference from the bridged form is that in the non-bridged form, cobalt atoms undergo dsp3 hybridization. So here also in the excited state, rearrangement of electrons takes place. So rearrangement of electron takes place. 2 electrons from 4s orbital, they are rearranged in 3d orbital, so that pairing takes place. We get 4 paired electrons and 1 single electron, and all these 1 3d orbital, 1 4s and 3 4p orbitals, all these 5 orbitals, they intermix and merge together, giving rise to dsp3 hybridization. Now out of 8 carbonyls, 4 to the first cobalt atom and the other 4 to the second cobalt atom, they donate their electron pair and forms a dative bond. So, and one dsp3 hybrid orbital from both the cobalt atoms, they get paired up, giving rise to metal bond. So in the non-bridged form also we have one metal bond present between these 2 cobalt atoms, first cobalt and second cobalt atom. Here there are no bridged carbonyls in non-bridged form, only we have 8 terminal carbonyl groups. As all the electrons present are paired up, it shows diamagnetic nature. So diamagnetic nature, and hybridization is D2dsp3. So this is a structure of non-bridged form of dicobalt octacarbonyl. So here we can see one metal bond between these 2 cobalt atom, and each cobalt atom is connected with 4 carbonyl groups, which are known as terminal carbonyl groups. So this is a structure of, these are the 2 structures of dicobalt octacarbonyl, bridged and non-bridged form. In bridged structure we have 6 terminal carbonyl groups and 2 bridged carbonyl groups, whereas in non-bridged form we have no bridged carbonyls, only we have terminal carbonyl groups. And the main difference is, in bridged form cobalt undergoes D2sp3 hybridization, whereas in non-bridged form they undergo dsp3 hybridization. So this is about the structure and shape of dicobalt octacarbonyl. Now we go to solve few objective type questions which were given in the previous OSET papers. So this is a question given: how many metal bonds are present in dimanganese decacarbonyl? So once again, how many metal bonds are present in dimanganese decacarbonyl? Okay, and the options are given as 1, 2, 3 and D is 4. Let us solve this question. So the metal bonds, the calculation of metal bonds can be done in 2 methods. So this is the first method, and manganese, we know the atomic number is 25 and the configuration is written as organ 3d5 and 4s2. So this is a ground state electronic configuration of manganese 3d5, 4s2 and 4p 0. In the excited state, that is in the presence of ligands, there is rearrangement of electrons. That means the electrons from 4s orbital gets rearranged in 3d orbital. So the two 4s electrons, they'll come and rearrange in 3d orbital, so that in manganese we get 3 paired electrons and 1 single, and the other one is the 5th orbital is vacant. Okay, so this is done in both the manganese atoms, Mn1 and Mn2. Okay, now two 3d orbitals and one 4s orbital and three 4p orbitals, they merge together and gives rise to D2sp3 hybrid orbitals. Now, out of 10 carbonyl groups, 5 carbonyl groups, they donate the electron pairs to this first atom and forms a dative bond like this. Okay, and another 5 set of carbonyl groups, they go to manganese, second manganese atom, and there they donate electron pair to the 5 empty orbitals and gives rise to a dative bond. And we are left with one D2sp3 hybrid orbital in both the manganese atoms, and they too gets paired up, giving rise to one metal-metal bond between two manganese atoms. So in this way, the dimanganese decacarbonyl consists of one metal-metal bond. Okay, so the option 1 is correct. A is correct answer. And we also can study the second method. In the second method, we can solve the calculation of metal-metal bonds by using this formula, that is 18 into n minus x by 2. Okay, 18 into n minus x by 2. Okay, so n is the number of metal atoms, x is the total number of valence electrons, that is the total number of valence electrons present in metal as well as in ligand. Okay, so the second method for the calculation of metal-metal bond is through this formula, that is 18 into n minus x by 2, whereas n gives the number of metal atoms, n is number of metal atoms, and x is the total number of valence electrons. X is the total number of valence electrons. Okay, so we have in dimanganese decacarbonyl 2 metal atoms, so 18 into 2 minus 14. This is the total number of valence electrons that are present in two manganese atoms. In each manganese atom, we have the configuration D5S2 valence electrons. So total from 2 manganese we have 7 plus 7, D5, 5 plus 2, 7, plus from second manganese 7. So 7 plus 7, 14 electrons. And from each carbonyl group they donate a pair of electrons. So 10 into 2 equal to 20 electrons. So the total number of valence electron comes around 14 plus 20. So 14 plus 20. This 14 is from the total number of valence electrons of these two manganese atoms, and this 20 is from the carbonyl group. So each carbonyl donates a pair of electrons. So 10 into 2 gives to 20 electrons. So 14 plus 20 gives the total number of valence electrons from metal as well as ligand. So 18 into 2 minus 14 plus 20 by 2 divided by 2 gives, this is 36 minus 14 plus 20 gives 34 divided by 2, which is equal to 2 by 2, and that gives the answer 1. So from both the methods it is concluded that dimanganese decacarbonyl consists of a single metal-metal bond in between. Thank you for watching. In my next video, I'll be sharing solving of few more examples that were given in the previous competitive exams.